Hey guys, Nate Sandin here. Very excited to show you Postradamus today. Postradamus is a tool that will help you find content for your Facebook page or pages and create lists of this content, and then you can schedule the content and then you can actually publish the content to Facebook. So let's go through those steps. I'm going to try and be brief on everything because I have so many other videos already that go into the specifics of each feature in Postradamus, but this one I just want to be a general, show you the whole thing real quickly. First step is to create a list. I'm going to call it basketball list because I have a Facebook page that is about basketball. So I've created my list now. I need to add content or posts to this page. Content and posts, it's the same thing. I just kind of use those two words interchangeably. So I'm going to click New Post, and I can say when I want this post to go up, but I'm going to leave that blank for now. I'm going to leave name blank, and I'm just going to say Michael Jordan is cool. And then I'm going to pick Michael Jordan off my hard drive. And I'm going to skip this step. This is kind of beyond the scope of this video, but I have other videos describing what this means. So I'm going to click create. And so it's added that as a post now to my list. It's got my text, it's got my picture. This is what would show up on Facebook if I were to actually publish this to Facebook. So, but first I need to add some more content to my list before I do anything else. So I'm going to click on content, and then I have these various ways to find content. Let's go ahead and show you the find on computer source. So this allows me to upload multiple images. So I can, off my hard drive. So I can click this one, click this one, click this one, say open. I then need to pick which list I want those to go into. So I'm going to say basketball list. I'm going to click add to list, and there they go. Green check mark means it worked fine. So I'll go back into my list and make sure they're there, and there they are. Now these don't have text because they came off my hard drive as just images, but I could go in and click edit, add some text. I could give it a scheduled time that I want it to go on Facebook, but I'm not going to do that, and I'll show you why later. And also, just to mention right now, if I were to give it a scheduled time, that doesn't mean it's actually going to go up on Facebook at that time without me taking further steps. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't mean it's actually going to go up, which you have to take further steps to do that. So I'm going to click update. Okay, so let's do a couple more content sources. Let's do Pinterest. And let's do basketball keyword. So these are all coming from Pinterest. I like this one. I like this shirt. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so there's lots of good stuff. I'll just pick 3 for now, and I'll add those to my basketball list. And it says they have been added, so that's good. We can do Amazon. You can find books or products. You can do Facebook. Let's go ahead and do Facebook real quick. So I can choose any of my own pages to find content from. Generally, I'm not going to actually use that option. I'm going to do other pages, and I'm going to say basketball. And this is, right now, it's searching for Facebook pages. So I'm going to say I like this one, and I want to find all posts on this basketball page from Facebook. And I want to see what they have on there for images and text and things like that. Okay, so These look a little spammy. Let's try and find a different one. It's not quite what I'm looking for again, but this will work for now. Scroll to the bottom. So I've chosen 2 of those posts, and by the way, you can see this one has lots of likes. So these are very viral posts. Lots of shares, lots of comments. These would be good to post on my page. So I'm going to pick my list again, add those to my list. And they've been added. So as you can see, there's lots of different ways to find content. That's good enough for this video, I think, but be sure to explore here. I'm going to go back to my list now, and you can see here's my stuff that I added. If I don't like the text in something, just click edit, erase the text, put your own text. Okay, next step. So I have my list created now. I need to actually give these posts a time to go up on Facebook, a scheduled time. So I can go into each one and give them a date. Let's go ahead and do that for one of them at least. So I want this one to go up tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then I just click update. And there it is. So it's saying tomorrow at 11 a.m. it will go up. And you can tell this is green, that means it's ready to go. Red means it's not ready to go. Again, just because this is green and it has a date, it doesn't mean it's going to go up. That's the next step. Well, actually, that's a future step. The next step is we want to schedule all of these items. So to do that, we can go in one by one and do it, but that's kind of tedious, especially if you have a big list. And if you're using Randomize, it's a good idea to build a big list. It saves you a lot of time rather than doing a small list and then another small list every couple days. Why not just do one big list and be done for a while anyway? So the next step is let's create a schedule, and then we can run that scheduler against this list and it'll schedule everything out for us. So let's click on settings, schedules, and we'll click new schedule. We'll call this my default schedule. Okay, so it's created the schedule, but we have to add times to it. So what I want to do is at 8 a.m. every day of the week, I want a post to go up on Facebook. And it's done it. So at 8 a.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. Generally, you'd want to have probably a couple times or a few times at least every day. And then, maybe your Saturday and Sunday is going to look a little different than the other days of the week. It's completely up to you, but you build this schedule one time, you're done. You don't have to touch this area again. You can just go to your list and load it, and then up here at the top you'll see a scheduler tab. You'll click that and you'll pick your schedule. In my case, I only have one, so it already picked it for me. And you'll pick when you want to start the schedule, and I want to pick tomorrow. And then you can add some cool options, like you can, instead of right at 8 a.m. Every day of the week, it would, if you chose this option, it'll add or subtract up to 20 minutes from 8 a.m. So it would be 7:50 or 7:40 or 7:45 or 8:15. It'll be a little bit random each day, which is nice. You can also randomize the posts. So when it goes through here, it's not going to pick Michael Jordan first. It might pick this one first to go out on Monday, and then this one maybe on Tuesday, and then this one on Wednesday. It'll be a little bit more random. And this one is just in case you've already scheduled stuff. Unscheduled posts only means I only want to schedule things that I've not already scheduled. So I've already scheduled this one. So if I if I don't uncheck this, it's not going to schedule that one. So I'm going to uncheck this because I do want to schedule that one. Okay, so it's done it now. I have one going out at 7:50 on the 14th, one at 8:15 on the 15th. It just keeps going, and it's all scheduled now, and this is great. So the final step. So you have your list, you have all the content in it, and you've scheduled it. So now you need a way to export it to Facebook or to publish it to Facebook. Now there's a couple options. You can click export here, and you can pick your list, and you can choose which option to use. There's I don't know if you're familiar with the Facebook, how the Facebook API works, but it will schedule stuff to your Facebook page automatically. Basically, you're just going to click this API option and then click export, and then it's done. It sends it to your scheduler on Facebook. But there's a little bit of a penalty that Facebook will give you if you use the API. It's very simple, but because of that penalty, some people don't want to use it. And what I mean by penalties, I mean the reach. Facebook doesn't put as much importance on your post, on each of your posts when you use the API. So some people don't like to use that option. Some people might do the CSV file, which I'll do right now, and click OK. And then you have, I'm using Notepad. If you had a something like Microsoft Excel, this would look a lot nicer, and it would show your post text, and then the image for it, and then the date, and you could use this to manually post your stuff to Facebook. That's kind of a pain, but if you do that, you're not you're using the Facebook API, and in that case, you're not getting penalized. I guess one benefit of the CSV file option is you could maybe hand that off to someone else, like a virtual assistant. The final way you can publish stuff to Facebook is my favorite way, and it's what makes Postradamus so powerful, is the Facebook macro option. Now, I'm not going to show you how to set this up. I've already got videos on how to set up the macro, all the steps that it takes to set that up. It's not that difficult, but it's a little bit confusing for beginners. So again, I have videos on that. I'm not going to go through it in this video. I'm just going to assume that you've already installed all that and have it ready to go. So if you do, all I have to do now that I have this basketball list, I don't have to go to this export page anymore. I can just, I don't even need to be in Postradamus. In fact, I could be at Google. Okay, I'm at Google now. And I can click up here on the iMacros button. And some of you will already be familiar with this because you've used iMacros before. And I have my macro here. I can click play, and it will take me to Postradamus again, and it's asking me now which list I want to publish to Facebook. So I want to do that one, and which page. So I want it to go on my Kid Task Facebook page. And then it says click the continue button in your iMacros panel on the left. So once I've done these two steps, I can click continue, and Postradamus and iMacros will do the rest for me. And so it's kind of hard to explain, but basically, if you're not familiar with macros, they can control your computer for you. So what it's doing right now is it's controlling Firefox for me, and it's uploading an image to Facebook here, and then it's going to add some text, if I have any text for this. Yeah, I do. So it says Larry Bird, and then it's picking a time, a date and a time, and you didn't see it probably, but there's a little white box that popped up, and what that said was your post has been scheduled, and now it's in the Facebook scheduler, and it's already moving on to the next post. It's uploading this photo now, I'm not controlling my screen at all. I'm not clicking anything. I'm moving the mouse a little bit, but just so I can see what's going on. Like right now I'm scrolling back up. So it put the text in there, it put the image in there, it just closed that white box. It's moving on to the next post now. It's just going to keep going. And you don't need to do anything. Just leave Firefox open. Don't close it, but you can minimize it and it'll keep going. Oops, ignore all that code stuff. So it just keeps going, and once it's done, you'll see a message down here. It'll say Post Randomize completed, and at that point you can close Firefox or you can click on your activity log in Facebook and see all the posts that it's scheduled for you. So this is really a cool feature of Post Randomize. It bypasses the Facebook API. It automates the posting for you, and it causes the nice side effect of this, although it's a little bit more work having to let this run in the background, you don't get penalized at all by Facebook. And there's no way also for Facebook to really know that you're not actually sitting at your computer and doing this yourself. It literally is your computer posting these items to Facebook. So as far as Facebook's concerned, it's you doing it. So that's the general gist of Post Randomize. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, check us out in the Facebook group, and good luck.